crucial Region 3 matchup tonight for the Huskies as they take on visiting Hoover. But first, Mark Wright, how about our new digs?
It's nice. I tell you what, great stadium. Came in tonight for the first time, actually. I've been seeing video of it, but first-class place. Pretty
amazing place, and we're a little bit higher up, so hopefully we'll be able to spot the action a little bit better for you. Folks, I'm Zach Steele along with Mark Wright. And, Mark, tall test for the Huskies tonight, but, hey, win, and you're in the playoffs.
That's it. Win, we're in, Zach, and you're right. Tall test. You and I were talking before the game about it. 3 or 4 D1 players on Hoover this year, seniors. They have 2 or 3 more juniors already with offers. So, tough task, and their defense is going to be hard to get past.
Well, they do have a very stout defense, like you said, a lot of Division I prospects. Huskies, however, may be playing their best football of the year, especially offensively. Zach Thomas has come into his own as a quarterback here for the Huskies. The running game, the three-headed monster, Thomas, Jerry and Street, and Kyle Moore, doing damage. They really manhandled Mountain Brook last week. And the Huskies tonight, who knows? Make a couple of plays, get a victory. Now, if the Huskies fall to Hoover tonight, then the scenario gets more muddled.
A lot more muddled with potential 5-way tie for 4th place. And you and I were talking about it before the game. If we do happen to slip up against Hoover, we're going to be Spain Park's biggest fans tonight.
Absolutely. We're going to be watching that score. There'll be some scoreboard watching all throughout this stadium. And we don't want to get too much into the tiebreakers, but we need Spain Park to beat Mountain Brook tonight just in case we lose to Hoover. We'll be back with the coin toss and the opening kickoff in just a couple of minutes. This is Husky Television. Captains for tonight's game, Kyle Moore.
Hunter Songer.
And Hunter Songer, thank you. And in memoriam, number 70, Brock Bowman. So, captains meeting at midfield, about to toss the coin. Capacity crowd here tonight on the Husky side at least, and the Hoover side beginning to fill up across the way. Very important region game for the Huskies tonight. And, Mark, what do the Huskies have to do tonight to stay in this ball game mentally? You know, what's the mindset when you go into a game like this?
A team like Hoover, you don't want to get down quick early. We played in the playoffs 3 years ago. They jumped on us quick, and before reminiscent of the Auburn-Mississippi State game. You get down by 21 points, your whole game plan changes, takes you out of what you're used to doing, and we need to keep away from that.
Well, the Husky offense, as we said, moved the ball very well last week against Mountain Brook. Coach Floyd was actually unhappy with the production, even though they really played well offensively, especially in the run game. Do you get the feeling this game could be a track meet tonight?
Yeah, I do. And I'll tell you one thing, Zach. You were there. I missed last week, saw the highlights. Looks like we were able to force several turnovers on defense as well. So defense playing well also. But, yeah, this one could get high scoring quickly.
Well, Hoover has had very little trouble in the region so far this year. Their closest ball game, a 12-0 victory over Mountain Brook. That was back early in the season. And Mountain Brook basically sat on the ball, ran the play clock down to nothing, and just tried to grind it out and keep it close until the very end. Hoover was also not playing very well. They had some injuries early, and now they're back at full capacity and looking to make another run for a state championship. And the Huskies at this point probably playing as well as the top echelon of any team in the state, especially the last 5 weeks. And it'd be a shame if they didn't make it into the playoffs.
It really would, because got off to a little bit of a slow start, Vestavia game. Tuscaloosa County, which both of those we could have easily won. But getting off to that slow start, but really picking it up over the past 3 games.
And the Huskies take the field. And like we said, big crowd on hand tonight. Had a ribbon cutting ceremony before we started. Some of the dignitaries from the city of Trussville. And really just a gorgeous scene here. It's hard to describe, and you guys are getting a view of it here, but this place is amazing. The fresh paint, you can still smell it as you walk into this press box here. 3-story press box, and we're up at the top level, higher than we've been in probably all season long.
Yeah, Thompson game you weren't at, we were on top of the press box. Kind of like we were at Clay Chalkville, so it was up high too. But you mentioned the paint. Some of the paint's actually still tacky on the doors. So.
Well, this is high here, but I tell you, it's still not as high as when we used to play at Lawson Field.
Oh, yes.
You were up in the stratosphere. You were up on the side of a hill, and long way from the action here. Huskies will receive the kickoff from Hoover. And you'll have Kyle Moore and Dalton Meadows back there to receive for the Huskies.
Dalton Meadows and number 20, Kyle Moore.
Number 47 for Mountain Brook taking care of the kickoff duties. And that's John Schmidt is his name. John Hunter Schmidt says, and we are underway here in the new Husky Stadium. And an inauspicious kickoff goes out of bounds at the 2, and the Huskies will get good field position to start here. So, strategy here, make a couple first downs and go fast, right?
Yeah, Husky fast.
Huskies will put in play 1st and 10 from
and you mentioned Hoover's slow start. Of course, that was against a team from Miami, and then, of course, their former coach, Russ Probst, in Colquitt County, Georgia, both losses. But I think both of those are top 10 teams.
Both of those teams are national top 10 teams. The Miami game, Hoover actually had a very good chance to win that ball game, lost it in the last seconds. Kyle Moore with Jarian Street in the backfield. They'll face a 5-man front. Kyle Moore, I said Zach Thomas, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage and is stopped right there. That's number 50 for Hoover.
Jeremiah Moon.
Yep, and he is one of these big-time junior prospects here. And if we didn't mention, Gus Malzahn is here, most likely watching Mr. Moon.
That's right.
2nd down and 10 for the Huskies. They'll send Dalton Meadows in motion, give inside to Street. Street's going to take it up to 39, and right about the 40-yard line is going to set up a makeable 3rd down and 5.
Number 5, Jarian Street. Making the stop for the BUCS, number 59, Darrell Williams. Play game 5 yards.
Darrell Williams, the Auburn commit, makes that tackle. 3rd and 5 for the Huskies. They will check to the sideline here.
Play clock under 10.
Thomas back to throw and sling it out. It's got Dalton Meadows open inside the 40, inside the 30, and down at the 26-yard line.
Big play, yeah. A little pump and go there to Dalton Meadows.
The hitch and go, and Meadows just got behind the defender, and the Huskies are in business at the Hoover 26.
And that's one thing that's going to be big tonight, getting a little confidence early.
Street gets the carry here, and he's going to lose a couple. It's number 93 for Hoover. That's Zach Eldridge, who brought him down in the backfield. And that play's going to lose about 4 yards. Trips receivers to the short side of the field, 2 to the wide side. That's Street and Igbenabani up at the top of your screen. Thomas Run pass option. Thomas is going to keep. He's got a little room to run. Cuts it back. He's inside the 20, 15, 10, 5. He's gone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Great move by Zach Thomas. Rolled outside, looking for the pass, run pass option. Hit the hole fast, straight to the end zone.
And how about that for a quick start?
That's a quick start. Very good. 2 minutes and 2 seconds into the game, and the Huskies have scored.
And this place just erupted on that run by Zach Thomas. Extra point by TJ, up and good. 9:58 left to go, first quarter. Huskies draw first blood. They lead 7-0. We'll take a quick break.
The Hewitt-Trussville Huskies would like to thank the following sponsors: Bryant Bank, Massey & Stotzer, First Baptist Church of Trussville, Faith Community Fellowship, Carroll Pharmacy, the Leslie Law Firm, Argo Animal Clinic, Leo Russo Building Company, Energy Systems Southeast LLC, Trussville Vision Care, Trussville Area Chamber of Commerce, Complete Cleaners. Again, thank you for sponsoring the Hewitt-Trussville Huskies.
Like it went down.
TJ will tee it up for the Huskies. It's a line drive, and it's taken and will go into the end zone for a touchback. So Hoover will start from their own 20-yard line.
Zach, one thing I wondered before the game is how Hoover would come out. Of course, we're hungry, brand new stadium. A win puts us in the playoffs. They've secured the top seed in the region. So I was wondering if they would have as much fire coming out. Of course, Coach Niblett's not going to want them to lose a game.
No.
But I think they're up to, 34, 35 in-state straight wins?
That's right. They have quite a streak going on. Haven't lost to an Alabama opponent in a couple years. Back to throw. Got a man open wide over the middle, and he overthrew him.
85.
That was 85. And
85, Quincy Cox.
Quincy Cox not listed as one of the starters. Quarterback for Hoover is number 11, Jack Hutcherson.
And they probably have two of the best running backs in the state. In Webb and
Be an interesting matchup for the Husky linebackers against these holding not called.
And that was Bradrick Shaw right there with the ball. We mentioned D1 prospects. He's being looked at by a slew: South Carolina, Alabama, Wisconsin, Mississippi State, Mississippi. The list goes on. Offers from all of them.
Shaw picks up about 3 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7. And probably a throwing down here for Hoover. Hutcherson back to throw, looking for somebody open. He's going to fire over the middle. That ball is almost intercepted by Devin Reed. Oh, my goodness.
The receiver was wide open, and Devin just made a break on that ball and almost had it.
Well, Hutcherson waited a long time, probably was late with that throw. And the Huskies force a 3-and-out here.
Great confidence builder for your defense early in the game.
Meadows back deep at his own 35-yard line. This putt's going to be about 10 yards short of him. He's waving everybody off. He's going to take a Husky bounce and go out of bounds at the 49-yard line. My goodness. So we'll take a quick break. Huskies lead at 7-0. Great field position to start their second drive.
At Bryant Bank, we focus on you. You'll never have to worry about being just another number in the system. When you're a member of the Bryant Bank family, our Bryant Bankers will work to understand who you are, where you want to go, and how we can help you to get there. We're big believers in developing relationships with our customers, and we value friendships we make along the way. Bryant Bank provides unbeatable service and legendary results. Bryant Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
All right, Huskies back out on offense. Street in the backfield with Zach Thomas. Reverse play to Kyle Moore. Got him hemmed up. He's going to break a tackle. Now he's going backwards. He was actually looking to throw that ball. And that was disrupted very well by the defensive end. That was Jason Calhoun. Majors was in there to clean it up. And the Huskies lose 6 on that play. Thomas on the keep. Thomas tries to break a tackle. He'll take it up to about the 43-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long for the Huskies here.
Thomas on the quarterback keeper, brought down by number 60, Alex Saxon. Play gains 3 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 13.
So 3rd and long here for the Huskies. Kyle Moore in the backfield with Thomas this time. Fakes the give, looking to throw. Now he's going to try to take off and run. He's going to flip it over. He's got Cash open, and he was past the line of scrimmage by about a yard. And that's the 2nd time we've seen that happen this season. Both times, Zach connecting with Grayson Cash.
And both times for good yardage, yeah.
So that's going to negate the 1st down. Also be a loss of down on the play, so the Huskies will be forced to punt this one away, facing a 4th down and long here. And he was about a yard beyond the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up a 4th and 17. And Hoover completely befuddled by the Husky punt formation.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's something we talked about a little bit last week, Mark. You have to defend Zach Thomas in the punting position. And Hoover runs their punt returner out late. They had too many men on the field, and all of a sudden they have to burn a timeout. So we'll take it with them. Huskies lead 7-0, 8:01 left to go, 1st quarter.
So since this hurry up, no huddle thing is working out so good at Auburn and Hewitt Trustful, Dr. Steele's decided to come up with his own eye care version.
How's that going right now?
So I figured since this Malzahn offense thing works so well, why not put it in our office?
So you're not taking this Malzahn coffee thing a little too far, are you?
What do you mean? Do we move more rapidly? Absolutely. Am I drinking too much coffee and chewing too much double bubble? Maybe. Guys, what are you doing? We don't huddle.
Is it innovative? Maybe. Unorthodox? Yeah. But sometimes you have to shake the tree to see what falls out, I guess.
So how long do you think this will last?
Till the end of football season.
Boo! All right, Zach Thomas in punt formation. And Hoover still in a punt safe here. Zach will get it away. High hanger, fair catch called for and made at the 25-yard line. One of Zach's better punts of the year.
Yeah.
And Hoover will take over from there. Zach's been a weapon this year, not just running the ball, but also in the punting game.
Right, and one of the things you mentioned, you have to respect him when he's in there. So a lot of times there's nobody back deep, and if he gets a good roll, he could have a 50 or 60-yard punt easy.
And he's had a couple of those this year. Hoover starts from their own 25-yard line.
And he's also in the record books, first touchdown in the new Husky Stadium.
That's right. Hutcherson with a back in the pistol. He will give to that back. He's got nowhere to go. He's going to break a tackle, take it up to about the 26, and then met by about 7 or 8 Huskies. Harwell in on that play, along with basically every linebacker. Bailey McElwain was there. Jalen Williams also there. 1 yard gain for Hoover. Again, Hutchison in the pistol. Back to throw. He's going to sling a backwards pass to his running back. He's going to break a tackle, and he will be up close to a first down. Akfaji will get him out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, so it looks like it will be a Hoover first down here.
Good penetration by Devin Reed on the outside, just couldn't wrap him up. When that play started, I was wondering if they were going to do a lateral and then a pass, because it was definitely a backwards pass.
A dangerous backwards pass. Bradrick Shaw in the backfield with Hutchison. Fake the give here. Looking for somebody to throw. He's got nobody open. Now he's going to try to take off and run. Jalen Williams going to drive him right out of bounds. Nice hit that time by Jalen. And that play will lose a couple for the Hoover Buccaneers.
Taken out of bounds by number 4, Jalen Williams.
Husky defense, no slouches themselves tonight. They had their best game last week against Mountain Brook. Mountain Brook crossed the 50-yard line once in the second half. Second now and 13. They will give this time. Great penetration by the Huskies, and he's going nowhere. Nice job. Akfaji came in and disrupted the play. Bailey McElwain and Devin Reed clean it up. Play lost a yard. And now third, and we'll call it 14 for Hoover. Hutchison back to throw. Going to throw deep, hang it really high, all kinds of.
Oh, wow. Great catch.
That was a great catch. Let's see what we get here, because they were both pushing and shoving all the way down. We'll see what the call's going to be.
Pass incomplete, depending on the play.
They're going to rule the pass incomplete. They're going to get Jarrett.
Yeah.
It looks like the official is signaling towards the defense, and I tell you, I don't know about that one.
No, they both kind of looked up, and Jarrett bumped into him as they were running downfield. But I thought he caught it.
Hang on a second. Now they're talking. And we'll see.
I think they're just going back to the line to mark it off.
And some of the Husky players were pointing at Hoover, but nope, it's going to go against the Huskies.
Defensive pass interference against the Huskies.
And that will give Hoover a first down. It's one of those unfortunate plays right there. Could have gone either way. And really, not crazy about the ball that Hutchison threw there. It's kind of a high hanger. And give to different running back. This time he's hitting the backfield by Bailey McElwain.
That was Webb, Marcus Webb.
That'll lose a couple. And Hoover doing absolutely nothing in the run game so far tonight.
No.
Pistol formation. Now he'll motion him out behind. Fake to give. Gonna swing one out here. And that play is going to pick up about 8 yards. Jarrett Nelson brings him down.
Pass complete to number 81, Trey Brackett, depending on the play.
It was Brackett, the split end.
11 yards, it'll be 3rd and 1.
Third and a big one coming up here for Hoover. Turns and gives to Shaw. Good penetration by the Huskies. Shaw's going to cut it back. He's got a lot of room here. Going to cut again and brought down inside the 20.
Taking the handoff for the BUCS, number 27, Broderick Shaw, making the stop for the Huskies, number 34, Meadows.
Meadows brought him down, a touchdown-saving tackle, and Hoover is now in the Husky red zone.
Good for a Hoover first down.
Shaw in the backfield behind Hutchison. He will turn and give to Shaw. He's hit, breaks the tackle in the backfield now. It turns on the Jets. Going to take it towards the end zone. He will get in for the score.
Taking the handoff for the BUCS, number 10, Marcus Webb.
I'm sorry, that was Webb, not Shaw, that took that one in. Impressive run, nonetheless. And Hoover strikes quickly, Mark.
Yeah, they are. I tell you what, they were a fast-striking offense.
Swinging gate formation.
And all set up off of a 3rd and long penalty.
Schmidt out to attempt the extra point. Little motion in the offensive line here. And they'll back him up 5 yards.
Well, we've seen in college games and in our game with Spain Park how crucial these extra points are. So,
speaking of Spain Park, they lead Mountain Brook 7-0. Extra point up. It's high, and it is good. So 5:08 left to go. First quarter, we are tied at 7. We'll take a quick break. This is Husky Television.
Imagine your life without power. Imagine compromising the safety and security of your family. Now imagine having a reliable source for virtually uninterrupted power with an automatic Generac Power Systems generator from Energy Systems Southeast. When the power goes out, life can go on. For more information, contact Energy Systems Southeast, the industrial distribution center for Generac generators.
All right, Smith will tee it up for Hoover. He's going to kick this one high and short. Meadows will field it at the 11. Meadows trying to make it to the outside. He will get up to the 20 and stop there.
Taking the kickoff for the Huskies, number 34.
And the Huskies will put it in play here. So, Mark, we've seen the Huskies do it through the air. Really need to get that ground game going.
Yeah. Success on the play action rollout with Zach, but trying to run the ball straight at the middle so far, nothing.
Thomas has Street in the backfield. He will give to Street a little bit of room to run, and he's going to take it up across the 25 to about the 26-yard line. So a nice run on first down for Jerry and Street.
Making the tackle for Hoover, number 5, Micah Bagley.
Micah Bagley, the free safety, brings him down. And the Huskies are already up on the line of scrimmage, and Hoover barely gets set here. This time Thomas on the keeper, and he will have about a yard as he takes it up to the 27-yard line.
14, Zach Thomas on the quarterback keeper.
So we're going to bring up third down, and we'll call it 4 from way up here in the brand new press box here at Husky Stadium. Hoover showing pressure.
Looks like we might have pressure on the outside by number 50 for Hoover.
They'll send Moore in motion. Thomas back to throw. He's going to throw, and that's hands all over him, no call. Was looking for Igbenabany. Wouldn't have had the first down anyway, had to make it to the 31.
Defending on the play, number 28, Galen Richardson.
Hoover had some penetration on the last punt, almost got it.
They will rush heavy this time. Nobody back for the Buccaneers, and it's going to take a Husky roll.
Yep.
Inside the 20, inside the 15, still rolling. And Thomas will have himself
about it right at 60 yards.
About a 60-yard punt. And that was under pretty good pressure. So Hoover backed up deep in their own territory here. Let's see if the Husky defense has made some adjustments and can make a stand here. Hutchison will give inside. Man's going to cut it back. That was
That's the fullback.
That's the fullback, number 38, Chris Parker. And he'll have a couple of yards on that play.
Brought down for the Huskies by number 49, Bailey McElwain.
And now
They gain 3 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Shaw checks back in for Hoover. Fakes the sweep. Now Hutchison rolls, throws short. And is he hit hard.
Holy cow.
Whoa, my goodness, was that Akfaji? Wow.
As complete to number 18, Riley Niblett.
Riley Niblett, welcome to the Husky Stadium.
Meadows.
Play's going to gain a couple, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
They gain 3 yards.
One of the best hits we've seen all year. 3rd down and 4 for Hoover. They'll send a man in motion. Give to the man on the cutback. He'll have his first down and more. He crosses the 30-yard line before he's finally brought down by Deontay.
Taking the handoff for Hoover, number 27, Broderick Shaw. Brought down
Shaw is something else with his lateral movement,
yeah,
isn't
he?
he?
Really is. I tell you what.
Good for a Hoover.
It didn't look
First
like
down.
much was there, and he made a step to the outside and picked up 6, 7, 8 yards.
1st and 10, Buccaneers. Back to throw is Hutchison. Looking over the middle, going deep.
Overthrow.
Got a man there, but he overthrew him about 8 yards.
Pass goes incomplete, intended for number 1.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Depending on the play, number 9, Jared Nelson.
Nelson on pass defense for the Huskies there. He'll give to his back in the backfield here. He's got very little room to run. He'll try to make the corner. He will make the corner. Now he's turned it, and he's across the 40, across the 50, and finally pushed out of bounds by Jarrett Nelson.
For the BUCS, number 10,
And that was
Marcus
Webb. You know, we mentioned in pregame they got 2 very talented running backs.
53, Jason Williams.
And Webb looked like he was hemmed up in the backfield, just found a seam and crossed midfield. Injured player down for Hoover all the way back at the 26-yard line. And while they check on him, we'll take a quick break. We are tied at 7. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to go first quarter. Injured player for Hoover's number 1, Justin Johnson, the senior wide receiver. Hoover will have it 1st and 10. They will go with the sugar huddle here. They'll be at the Husky 46-yard line. And they will go from a pistol form. I'm sorry, they will go from a, never mind, they'll shift into the pistol formation. Give inside to their, no, I'm sorry, the quarterback on the keeper. And that's a different quarterback.
Yeah, that's their backup quarterback, Christopher Vaccarella.
Vaccarella.
He got a lot of time last week. I read a little bit on the article, the game from Hoover Vestavia, and he got a lot of playing time last week.
Well, he's definitely quick. 2nd down and
Seems to be a little bit more of a running.
yep, 2nd down and 1 here for Hoover. Varicella will give inside to Webb. Webb's got a 1st down and more, and he will cross the 25-yard line where he's finally brought down by Devin Reed.
The bigs of the Hoover are now starting to open up some pretty big holes.
And they will go quickly here. This time looks like,
Wow.
looked like almost a busted play.
Brought down by number 3, Devin Reed.
Devin Reed brings him down.
No gain on the play.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. And that will bring the first quarter to an end. We are tied at 7.
Timeout, Hewitt.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hewitt calls timeout. I have a hard time seeing the scoreboard from where we are, folks.
You have the leg blocking you.
My cameraman is in my way. So we're working out some bugs here, just like everybody else on opening night here in the new Husky Stadium here. And as we take a break, I just sit here and kind of marvel at this place. Huge track around. It's going to be a great venue for a lot of different things and for many years to come. And I tell you, just by the looks of this market, the Trustful School Board made the right decision in choosing to build a brand new stadium versus renovating the old Jack Wood Stadium.
I'm sure the renovations would have been very costly as well, so why not put it into a new one?
Hutchison back in at quarterback here. He will turn and give. Holding's going to be called on this play as Shaw's pushed out of bounds.
Bucks number 27, Broderick Shaw. Ran out of bounds by number 72, Glenn Horsley.
Horsley made the tackle, but the holding penalty will back Hoover up to the 35-yard line, and they'll face a 2nd down and 15. I'm sorry. It'll be a 2nd down and 15 here.
Akfaji was a little slow getting up over there on that far side.
He's limping around a little bit. It's been fun to watch that young man mature. He had probably his best game of the season last week against Mountain Brook. Hutchison looking for somebody to throw. He's got a man open, and he is hit immediately and stopped at the 29-yard line. So a short pickup there as Deontay brings him down.
Pass complete to number 81.
Trey Brackett, and he's a little slow getting up as well.
Deontay Wilson.
Very slow getting up. They'll have to blow the whistle to stop to get him off the field.
And I tell you, Zach, once again, 3rd and long. This is the third and plus 10 yardage situation the Bucks have been in this game.
Jalen Williams also limps over to the sideline here. He didn't want to come out, but the training staff insists. 3rd down and 13. They're going to have a running play here. Nick Jackson blows it up, and it is cleaned up
Taking the handoff for Hoover, number 27,
Bailey.
by Bailey McElwain.
Huskies, number 49.
So now 4th down and 12 for Hoover, and they're probably in 4-down territory here. So a big play coming up in this ball game.
Not sure.
And we'll have to wait till the 2nd quarter to see it. So we'll take a quick break. We are tied at 7.
Complete Cleaners has been serving the Trussville area with high-quality dry cleaning and laundry services since 1994. Our company offers the very best care for your casual and special garments with fast one-day service and a convenient drive-through. In 2001, Complete Cleaners became Alabama's first Green Earth cleaning licensee. This special patented process cleans your garments without the use of any hazardous chemicals. Complete Cleaners received national recognition for our leadership in dry cleaning that protects the environment, our employees, and you, while making your garments look and smell fresh. Stop by to see and smell the difference at both of our Trussville locations on Highway 11 near Tutwiler Farms and the Carrington subdivisions. Complete Cleaners.
All right, ready to start the 2nd quarter here. And Hoover will face a 4th down and 12. They'll have to get to the 15 to convert. Hutchison back to throw. Looking for somebody open, got nobody. Now he's going to sling it high, and it is caught inside the 10. And that will give Hoover a 1st down.
Great pass protection by the Hoover offensive line. He had a lot of time back there. Pretty good coverage downfield, but somebody squirted free.
Well, it's hard to cover when you got to cover for that long. So Hoover has a 1st and goal at the Husky 6 now. Shaw's in the backfield with Hutchison. He will sweep here to Shaw. He'll try to make the corner. He's going to get turned backwards and lose 3 yards. Nice job by the Husky defense that time. Dalton Meadows in there on that stop. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Akfaji making that stop.
I think you're right.
Oh, I was right. I thought I saw 34.
He got Akfaji and Meadows mixed up a few plays ago, too.
Okay. So 2nd down and goal from the 12 for Hoover. They'll give inside to Webb here. No, I'm sorry, it's a passing play. Tries to make a man miss, he'll not. Jarrett Nelson will bring him down at the 5. That play fake fooled me completely.
Yeah, great play fake. And good tackle on the outside by Jarrett Nelson to wrap him up.
Play picks up 7 yards. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 5.
Vaccarella, the running quarterback's now in the ballgame, and he was the one that made that pass there for Hoover. And that looked like the run-pass option that Zach Thomas scored on for the Huskies. So 3rd and goal from the 5 here. They'll give to Webb. He is tackled, hit hard in the backfield. Nick Jackson.
Nick Jackson, yeah.
And it's 4th down. And Hoover's sending out the field goal unit. So a nice stand by the Husky defense to hold Hoover to a field goal.
Nick Jackson, great penetration. Josh Bailey there to help him clean it up. I'll tell you, great stop right there for the Huskies.
Schmidt out for the extra point.
Yeah.
Or the field goal, sorry.
Three-point extra point, basically.
From about the 11. It's up, and it's good. So Hoover gets on the board again. They lead it 10-7. We'll take a quick break with 9:42 left to go in the first half. This is Husky Television.
Faith Community Fellowship is a proud sponsor of the Hewitt-Trussville Huskies.
Moore and Meadows back deep for the Huskies.
Meadows and number 20, Kyle Moore.
Kick this one high. Meadows will take it at about the 5. He's trying to get to the outside. He'll turn it up. He's going to cross the 20, kind of a stop and go move, and he'll take it up to about the 24, and a flag comes in late. If we're going to get Hoover with a late hit out of bounds here.
Making the stop for Hoover, number 28, Barrett Pickering.
And the officials taking a moment to sort this out. Yep, it is going to be a dead ball personal foul, so take it all the way out to the 39-yard line, and the Huskies will have great field position again.
Personal foul against the BUCS. Huskies will put in play 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line.
Thomas alone in the backfield here. Run pass option Thomas will keep, and he'll have a couple up to about the 41-yard line.
Number 14, Zach Thomas on the quarterback.
I'll tell you what, I'm impressed with some of these athletes that Hoover has. I know, probably say that every year.
Size and quickness.
Play gains 2 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 8.
Thomas will check to the sideline. He'll motion Street into the backfield with him. And he'll give to Street, and he's going to lose a couple. Actually lose about 1 here as he gets back to the 40-yard line with second effort. So 3rd down and 9 coming up for the Huskies here.
Tough going in the middle tonight.
And this Hoover defense has been salty all season long.
It'll bring up 3rd and 9.
Three wide receivers to the wide side. Street in the backfield with Thomas. He's going to roll the pocket, try to find somebody open. He's going to sling it, and he's got a man, and it's complete. Is that Grayson Cash who makes the catch? Yes, it is. First down Huskies at the Hoover 43-yard line. Nice throw by Zach Thomas, rolling across his body to make that throw. Huskies into Hoover territory now. Street's in the backfield with Thomas. He'll give to Street on the inside. Street's going to take it down to about the 40. A little bit of shoving going on after the play. Nice job by the officials to break that little fracas up. They'll spot him back at the 41-yard line. Street will get the fake, and Thomas is hit in the backfield.
It was going to lose yards either way.
Yep. A lot of penetration. Pretty much the whole defensive line was in the backfield that time.
By number 57, Emmanuel Johnson.
So that will lose 2 yards back to the 43, so it'll be 3rd and 10 here for the Huskies. Igbenabane will go in motion across the field. Thomas will roll, looks to throw. He's got Dalton Meadows open, who makes a nice catch at the 34-yard line. Nope, they're going to call it incomplete. It did get stripped out at the very end. So now an interesting play here, 4th down and 10 at the 43. Now this has been in that territory where Josh Floyd has elected to go for it. And we'll see what he does here.
Hoover drops back into a little bit of a pass coverage.
Yeah, they drop their free safety back to the 10-yard line. Now Thomas drops back deep. Hoover's lined up like it's a punt, and it will be a punt. A line drive field. It's going to sneak into the end zone here. Thought the upback was going to field that line drive, but he does not. So the Husky drive stalls after they cross midfield, and Hoover will take over here. Last update, we had Spain Park leading Mountain Brook 7-0. And as we mentioned, the Huskies need a Spain Park victory tonight to get into the playoffs if they happen to not lose to the Hoover Bucks, or happen to lose to the Hoover Bucks tonight. Beat the Hoover Bucks tonight, you're in. Hutchison will give inside to Shaw. He's going to try to cut it outside. Makes a couple of men miss, and he's going to take it all the way up to the 28-yard line. That's tough running by that young man.
Yeah, turned the no gain into, what, 7-yard gain? Yeah, very nice run.
Number 44, Josh Bailey.
Josh Bailey in on the stop.
They gained 8 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 2.
They'll give to Shaw again. This time big hole, and he's tackled as he crosses the 45-yard line.
To the handoff for Hoover, number 27, Broderick Shaw.
Godbolt
8, Gerard
makes the tackle, but not before he picks up a first down.
First down.
Shaw again on the carry. No, I'm sorry. Quarterback keeper.
Yep.
That ball looked like it short hopped.
It sure did.
And that's what the Husky coaching staff's asking about. Now we got a late flag coming in.
That's complete to number 6.
And we'll see what the call is.
Penalty flag on the play.
Blocking the back is going to be the call against Hoover. That looked like it really looked like it bounced. It's hard to tell from where we're standing. The Husky coaching staff definitely thought it bounced.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
So that'll back Hoover back up to the 34-yard line. So it'll be 1st down and 11 for the Bucks.
1st and 11 from the 36-yard line.
Webb's now in the backfield with Vaccarella, who's in at quarterback. They'll send a man in motion, give to Webb. Webb's going to cross the 40 and go up to about the 43 before Jason Williams brings him down.
Number 10, Marcus Webb, making the stop for the Huskies. Number 53, Jason Williams.
So now a 2nd down and 4
7 yards.
coming up for Hoover. Bailey McElwain will check back into the ball game. Motion on this play.
Had movement up front on the line.
Vaccarella was trying to get his receiver to go in motion, and the lineman just finally shifted a little bit.
Calls a false start against the Bucks. It'll back up. Fans, if you've lost your Kindle, it can be
So 2nd down and 9 for Hoover. They will send a man in motion this time. Vaccarella on the keeper. He's got the corner, and he's got a 1st down. He'll run out of bounds at the 50-yard line.
Raylan Moss on the quarterback keeper ran out of bounds by number 34, Dalton Meadows. Play gain 10 yards, good for a Hoover first down.
We keep hearing our PA announcer call him Moss.
They do have two number twos.
They have two number twos, and they both play quarterback.
Yeah. I think it's Vaccarella because he was mentioned in the Vestavia article.
Hutchison will give to Webb, who's got a lot of room to run, leaps over a man, and he stopped at the 41-yard line in Husky territory. He's up close to another first down.
Devin Reed a little slow getting up there.
Play gain 10 yards. It's good for a Hoover first down.
And they will give him a first down on that play. Shaw checks back in at running back, and he'll get the give. Trying to make the corner. This time the Huskies have it snuffed out. Shaw's going to break a tackle and pick up a couple yards anyway.
Taking the handoff for Hoover, number 27.
And you can see why a lot of Division I football teams are interested in that young man.
Play gain 3 yards. It'll bring up
Turns a possible loss into a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7 for the Buccaneers, 4:15. This has been a fast second quarter, 4:15 left to go here in the first half. This time they'll motion a man out of the backfield. Blitz coming. It's hit. It's on a screen pass. And Harwell just came up and tattooed the quarterback on that play. So now a 3rd and 7 for Hoover. They converted a big 4th down on their last drive, but then stalled inside the 10 and had to settle for a field goal. Timeout called on this play by the Huskies. And we'll take a break with them. 4:04 left to go in the first half. Bucks lead it 10-7 over the Huskies.
Stop by the concession stand for a hot dog.
Argo Animal Clinic is a proud sponsor of the Hewitt Trustful Huskies.
3rd and 7 for Hoover after the timeout. Just got an update. Spain Park leads Mountain Brook 10-0 late in the first half. This time, Vaccarella on the keeper. He's going to be short of his first down. So that's going to bring up 4th down and about 3 here. And another update from Spain Park. It's now 13-0. 4th and 3, big play in the ball game here. They'll try to draw the Huskies off sides with a hard count. Now they will call an audible. Getting late on the play clock here. They'll send a man in motion, and they will give to him. That's Shaw. He's got a first down and more.
Yeah, I tell you what,
runs over a man as he's inside the 30. A penalty flag comes in late, and I wonder if they're going to get Shaw with a blow to the head here.
Deontay, great penetration, but just could not wrap him up in the backfield.
Couple flags on that play.
Yeah, that was a forearm straight to the head.
And we'll see the call here. We'll see if this is a dead ball foul.
Looks like they're marking something off against us.
Oh, they're marking.
I don't know what that was.
Dead ball foul, the call against the Huskies. A late hit, I guess, out of bounds. I was watching the forearm to the head that the running back threw. And that's a costly one now, and it gives Hoover a first down inside the Husky 15-yard line. Vaccarella will give to Webb inside. Webb stood up and stopped right at about the 12-yard line. Bailey makes the stop for the Huskies. Only about a yard gain on that play. They'll mark as forward progress at about the 12-yard line. So 2nd and 9 here for Hoover. Fumbles the snap. See who's got it. Did Vaccarella get back on it?
I think he did.
He does get back on it.
Bring up a 3rd and plus 10, and we're down to about 2.5 to go in the first half. So holding them to a field goal attempt here would be huge. Keep it a 1-score game.
So a first down will come for Hoover if they can get to the 3-yard line. And we'll see if they feel like they're in a passing situation here or not. They will motion Shaw out of the backfield. Back to throw all the way. They have to swing it over the middle. It's caught for a Hoover touchdown.
That's complete to number 85, Quincy Cox.
Quincy Cox makes the catch, and Hoover extends their lead here. So the Huskies had some opportunities to make some stops on third down, just couldn't get it done. And now Hoover poised to take a 10-point lead here with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left to go in the first half. It's up, and it's good. So we'll take a quick break. It's 17-7 Hoover late in the first half. This is Husky Television.
Carroll Pharmacy is a proud sponsor of the Hewitt-Trussville Huskies.
Meadows and Moore back deep for the Huskies. This ball is kicked high, and it's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. So the Huskies will start from their own 20-yard line. And, Mark, Huskies really do need to put something together on this drive and hopefully get some points here.
Especially with Hoover having the ball first in the second half.
Fans, at this time, we'd like to recognize our silver Husky sponsors.
And what we're seeing is basically the Hoover running game beginning to just kind of take over the ball game. Those two very, very good running backs. It was a tall task for the Huskies tonight. They've done a pretty good job, you feel like, here in the first half. Really, third down conversions have hurt them more than anything else, and really the 1 4th down conversion. Thomas will send Street in motion, and he's by himself in the backfield. Nice pocket for Zach. He's got Kyle Moore on the screen pass. Moore's got a little bit of room to run. He's got a blocker out in front. He's going to cross the 40, cross the 50, and he is into Hoover territory all the way down to the Buccaneer 43-yard line. And that's that screen pass that's worked so well for the Huskies all year, Mark.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that was Cameron Moore, his brother, out in front, if my roster's right, 56, with the block. Or is that Celeste?
Yeah, that's Cameron Moore out in front, absolutely. So now Street in the backfield with Thomas. They will give to Street. Street's going to go up the middle, going to push the pile forward inside the 40 and down to about the 38-yard line. So pretty tough running that time by Jerry, and Street's going to pick up 4 or 5 yards.
Jerry and Street brought down by number 97, Anthony Monroe.
We'll check and see where they spot it. They will spot it at the 39-yard line.
It'll bring up 2nd and 6.
Clock's down to a minute and a half. We have 1 timeout left in our pocket.
Draw play all the way. Thomas with a spin move, and he's going to be tackled at the 40-yard line. Nice job by R.J. Arnold, the linebacker for Hoover. And that play will lose a yard.
1 yard. It'll bring 3rd and 7.
So we'll see what the Huskies do here on 3rd and 7. Bunch set. Right in the middle, Thomas back to throw. He's going to roll the pocket. Looks for somebody open. He's got Cash open. He's inside the 30. Cash knocked down by his own man at the 25-yard line.
Oh, my goodness. He threaded the needle on that one. I thought he was going to go to Kyle Moore. He was open outside, but nice catch by Grayson Cash.
Grayson, just a sophomore. Very good hands on that young man. He's made some great catches all season long. Huskies will go quickly here, and they will go under center. Gonna throw this up to Moore. Can't quite bring it in. Throws just a little bit high for Kyle at the 12-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Huskies trying to dial something up here to get into the end zone late in the first half. And what a momentum boost it would be if they could get in. They will check again to the line of scrimmage, or check again to the sideline. Thomas will roll the pocket the other way this time. Now it's going to break down. He's going to have to scramble. And now he's going to take the sack and throw it out of bounds, and that's going to be intentional grounding.
think they're going to call him down. I don't.
Yeah,
did they throw a flag?
The Hoover coaching staff going absolutely crazy here. And we'll see if Zach threw it backwards, it's going to lose a yard. If you threw it forward, it's going to be intentional grounding.
That's true. If it goes backwards, it's not intentional grounding because it's a fumble.
They will call intentional grounding here. Either way, it's going to be a spot foul, and the Huskies will face a 3rd and long. And that's one, if Zach had to do it over again, he'd just thrown that ball out of bounds.
Yeah. Looking downfield, though, usually when a play breaks down, the receivers are coming back to you, and I didn't see any of our receivers breaking back toward the ball. So he had nothing else to do on that.
Intentional grounding against the Huskies.
It won't be a spot foul. It'll be 5 yards from the spot of the foul, so all the way back to the 41-yard line. So the Huskies have to go all the way to the 15 for a first down, and at this point, you're looking at picking up 10 or 15 yards and getting in T.J. McGettigan's field goal range because a first down's not likely here. Four-man defensive front. The Huskies will draw them off sides. So that'll make it a little bit more manageable here.
Call is encroachment on the BUCS.
So 3rd down now and about 21 yards to go for a first down for the Huskies. Not many things in the playbook for 3rd and 21, however.
No.
Zach's got his play from the sideline. He'll roll his pocket run pass option. He's got Street open. Street's going to take it inside the 30 to about the 29-yard line. That'll be a long field goal for TJ if they try
40,
it.
45, 46.
And the Huskies now 25 seconds on the clock here. And they will use their last time out here.
Fans, at this time, we'd like to give a special thanks for all their support to Jim and Nick's, Moe's Barbecue, Allstate Insurance, Agent Monty Reed, Interlink Mortgage, Keith Price Certified.
Well, we know TJ's got the leg for it.
Number 196476, Bob Ellerbrock.
He's only attempted one field goal beyond 40 yards, I think, this season, and that was at Tuscaloosa County. And he did miss that one. But last season he has made his share from this range.
Yeah.
Trustful Pediatric Dentistry, PC, Dr. Thomas Massey Willingham.
It's on the favorable hash for a right-footed kicker, so he is coming out on the field.
And Hoover sent their regular defense out on the field here. And they're a little bit confused getting lined up. I think they were expecting the Huskies to go for it. 46-yard field goal from TJ. It's up.
It's got the distance.
It is good. He got it.
All right, TJ.
McGettigan nails a 46-yard field goal. And the Huskies get a boost here at the end of the first half.
Back to a one-possession game, 20 seconds on the clock. We saw it at Spain Park. We don't want to give up the big return.
All right, we'll take a quick break. Huskies cut the lead to 17-10. We'll be back. This is Husky Television.
Leo Russell Building Company is a proud sponsor of the Hewitt-Trussville Huskies.
All right, TJ will kick off after connecting on his longest field goal of the season, and it's an important one as the Huskies cut it to 17-10. He'll kick this one high and taken at about the 6-yard line here.
That's Shaw, the running back.
Lots of room to run for him. Devin Reed will bring him down at the 45, 46-yard line. And Hoover will have great field position, but they've only got 11 seconds left to go here in the first half. And we'll see what they elect to do, if they'll keep it on the ground or if they'll take a couple of shots deep and try to get themselves a score here before the break. Devin Reed a little shaken up after that tackle. Kyle Moore will check in for him. Fakes to give. looking deep. He's going to throw it short. Almost intercepted. Jarrett Nelson broke off his coverage and breaks that pass play up. Nice play by that young man. Hoover tried to go deep on one play. Now they've only got 2 seconds left to go in the first half here. Nelson's played a pretty good first half against some very good receivers for Hoover. They're just going to turn and give this one to Webb, who's got a lot of room to run, and he'll be pushed out of bounds, and that will bring the first half to a close. Huskies get points before the break. They trail 17-10. We'll be back with the Husky marching band. Hold on a second before everybody goes and runs off the field.
If that's it might have been a late hit.
We'll see. Hang on a second.
Of course, if that's a defensive penalty, they don't.
That can't end on a defensive penalty. We'll see what the call is. Didn't look like much on the sideline over there. If it is a Husky penalty, it's at the 39-yard line, so a 50-yard.
That would put them in field goal range.
Will put Hoover in field goal range if it's a 15-yard penalty. Some of the Hoover players had already headed to the locker room, and now they're coming back. And I tell you what, it didn't look flagrant on the far side of the field. It looked like whoever ran him out of bounds just sort of stopped it. It will be a face mask call against the Huskies. And it's of the 15-yard variety. So Hoover will send out their field goal unit. Schmidt will come out 42. To attempt a 42-yard field goal.
43.
And they will put it down at the 43-yard line. Oh, boy.
Bad snap.
Bad snap, and it's going to be stopped there. I don't know what.
I thought at first we might get offsides on our defense, but yeah.
Well, that's not exactly a textbook field goal, but we'll take it. So, no harm done on the personal foul penalty, and the Huskies trail 17-10 as they go to the break. We'll be back with the Husky marching band in just a couple minutes. This is Husky Television.
The Leslie Law Firm is a proud sponsor of the Hewitt Trustful Huskies.
portion of our show, we would like to take a minute to recognize Staff Sergeant Joseph Lee Cunningham. Joe is 36 years old and married to Carrie Horsley Cunningham. They have 4 daughters, Anna, Abby, Bailey, and Bethany. Their oldest daughter, Anna, is a sophomore flute player in the Husky Marching Band. Staff Sergeant Cunningham served almost 18 years on active duty as an Army musician playing tuba. His service included 6 stateside units, 2 deployments to Afghanistan with Operation Enduring Freedom, and a tour in Korea. On August 7, 2014, he was returning home from signing into Fort Stewart, Georgia, to serve the 3rd Infantry Division Band when he was killed in a head-on collision with a drunk driver. Please join us in honoring Staff Sergeant Joseph Lee Cunningham and his family.
Massey and Stotzer are a proud sponsor of the Hewitt-Trussville Huskies.
All right, TJ McGettigan will kick off for the Huskies here.
Looks like TJ's audible at the line.
Yeah. TJ's directing people around here. He's been around long enough to do that.
Looks like he set up for Pooch.
He will kick this one high and short, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So
yeah. Devin Reed almost caught up to that one.
Gettigan's kick goes out of bounds.
So we'll see what Hoover elects to do. They'll put it in play now at the 40-yard line, unless they elect to make the Huskies kick it again. And it looks like they'll put it in play right there. So Hoover will have very good field position to start here in the second half. Huskies trailing 17-10. It's just a one-score game thanks to the T.J. McGettigan field goal late in the first half. Hoover had a chance with a field goal of their own, but botched that one pretty horribly. And now they lead at 17-10. They will turn and give to Shaw, who's hitting the backfield, breaks a tackle, and he will take it up to about the 41-yard line. About a half-yard gain here.
Good penetration there by 44, Josh Bailey.
Josh Bailey was in. Jalen Williams also in on the tackle there. So they'll give him no gain on the play. So 2nd down and 10 here for the BUCS. This time, Hutchison back to throw. Got a lot of time. Throws over the middle. High, intercepted. Intercepted. Jared Nelson still on his feet, and he's got it up to the 46-yard line.
Huge play.
What a momentum change here to all of a sudden start the second half with a pick.
And we've pretty well covered the pass tonight. I tell you, Hoover has not been effective at all on the pass.
No, they seem a bit one-dimensional, and I wonder if that's going to come back and haunt them in the playoffs. Now, they may be able to run the ball well enough to beat anybody. Yeah. But the Huskies giving them all they want so far here tonight. Zach Thomas, Jalen in the backfield with him. Jalen's going to take it up to about the 47-yard line, and he'll be stopped there.
Zach, one thing I like about the new stadium, the scoreboard has timeouts on it. So I didn't realize that when we first got here, and I made my circles and marked them off in the first half.
Don't have to do that anymore, Mark. This time, Thomas on the keeper up the middle. Very tough sledding for him. He's got not much room to run. He might have a yard.
Zach Thomas on the quarterback keeper, brought down by number 95, Matthew Crochin.
Yeah, he won't gain a thing here. They'll spot him right where he was before. So 3rd down and 9 for the Huskies here. They really need to convert here and get themselves a first down. But trying that middle against this Hoover defensive line hasn't worked very well thus far tonight.
That's one thing Jason Bradley, executive producer, cameraman extraordinaire, said during the break. We had some success in the air. Might have to go back to it.
This time, Thomas will roll the pocket, looks to throws, got a man, and is that catch made? No, nope, it's not. Was looking for Dalton Meadows, couldn't quite hook up with him, so that'll bring up 4th down for the Huskies.
Depending on the play, number 3, Jeremy Williams.
And now, Huskies will look like they're going to get in punt formation here. Zach will kick it away. Going to bounce in front of the receiver, take a Husky roll inside the 10 and out of bounds at the 9-yard line.
Nice punt.
Nice job again by Zach to pin the Hoover Buccaneers deep. So the Huskies can't take advantage of the turnover, and Hoover will start deep in their own territory here. Husky sideline asking for a little bit of help from the fans here.
And Zach, I would expect to see a big dose of Shaw and Webb on this drive.
And it is Webb in the backfield here with Hutchison to start this drive. He'll turn and give to him. Going to take it right up the middle, big hole. Going to cut it back, and he's got a lot of room to run, and blockers in front.
No call.
All the way inside the Husky 40-yard line. Devin Reed got blocked in the back one time and then shoved down again rudely the second time. And it's a Hoover first down, and they flip field position rather quickly.
Yeah.
As they are all the way to the Husky 38-yard line. And there is a Husky player injured on the play here. Can't quite see who that is from all the way across the field.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't see Devin on the field, but I do see him now, so it's not him.
That's Jason Williams, the defensive end.
Number 53, Jason Williams.
And he's a little slow to get up and over to the Husky sideline, limping a good bit here. Jason, another one of our younger guys here, just a junior, and he's had a very good season now. He's jogging off the field, so he looks like he's going to be okay. 1st and 10 Hoover from the Husky 38-yard line. This time it's Shaw. Shaw's going to run out of room and lose a couple yards as he tries to get to the short side of the field.
Good penetration by Nick Jackson to bust it up, and I'll tell you what, about 3 or 4 more after that.
Nick Jackson comes up and makes the initial hit, and McElwain's there to clean it up. So 2nd down and 12 here for Hoover. This time, Hutchison back to throw again, looking for somebody open, throws over the middle, got a man, and it's caught at the Huskies' 16-yard line for another 1st down.
Justin Johnson, depending on play number 34, Dalton Meadows played good for a Hoover 1st down.
That's senior Justin Johnson with the catch for the BUCS.
So Hoover in the red zone again. They'll give to Shaw. Shaw going to take it down to about the 11-yard line.
Taking the handoff for Hoover, number 27, Broderick Shaw, brought down by number 34, Dalton Meadows.
Meadows came up from the cornerback position to make the stop. Give him about a 4-yard gain on the play.
Gain 5 yards, it'll bring up 2nd and 5.
Another update from Spain Park. The Jaguars lead Mountain Brook 19-0 now, and this play's going nowhere for the Buccaneers. Maybe a yard gain that time for Webb.
Taking the handoff for Hoover, number 10, Marcus Webb, brought down by number 4.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 here.
Play gain 1 yard, it'll bring up 3rd and 4.
We were talking about potential playoff opponent could be Gadsden City. I got a score, and I don't know if it's correct. Buckhorn was beating Gadsden City.
Interesting.
I'm not sure if that was right or not. It was on one of the Facebook pages.
They'll give inside to Shaw. Big hole, and Shaw is going to take it in for the Hoover score.
Taking the handoff for Hoover, number 20.
So a couple of big plays in the run game for Hoover, and they convert with the touchdown. They lead it now 23-10, extra point coming. And, you know, Mark, we were talking about the potential playoff scenarios here. The Spain Park victory gets the Huskies in the playoffs.
Right.
Win or lose tonight. So the question is, are you the number 3 seed or the number 4 seed? And if you were the 4 seed, looks like we're going back to Gadsden City.
Yeah.
If you're the number 3 seed, probably going to be Bob Jones.
And that 3 or 4 seed right now is hinging on, assuming Spain Park holds on, hinging on Tuscaloosa County Vestavia. Tuscaloosa County wins, we're the 4, Vestavia, we're the 3.
All right, so 8:37 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Hoover leads at 24-10. We'll take a quick break. This is Husky Television.
Trussville Area Chamber of Commerce is a proud sponsor of the Hewitt-Trussville Huskies.
So an unsportsmanlike call against Hoover backs up their kickoff team, and they will tee it up from the 25-yard line. This ball is kicked and fielded by Kyle at about the 20-yard line. Going to try to get the field. Going to flip it out to Meadows here on the lateral. Meadows going to take it across the 40 and up to the 47-yard line. Nice job that time by the Huskies. Little razzle-dazzle here. And they've got great field position here to start this drive.
Number 5 for Hoover, Micah Bailey, looked like he was on the referees. I guess he thought it was a forward pass, but looked like a lateral from up here.
Well, let's see what the Huskies do here. Down 2 scores now. They will give to Street. Got a little room to run. Street's across the 50 and down to about the 45-yard line. So a nice gain that time for Jarian on first down. Something we haven't seen a lot tonight, success on first down.
Yeah.
Thomas on the keep. He's got the corner. And he's got a first down. He's inside the 40, and he'll be run out of bounds at about the 30-yard line is where they will spot him out. Street on the carry. He'll go off guard, and he's going to have about 6 yards here. Huskies have found something here with a little inside trap play. And they'll pick up 5 on first down again. Street again. Oh, Thomas on the keeper. He's got the corner. He's inside the 20, inside the 15, and he'll be pushed out of bounds at the 13-yard line. The Huskies have done this all on the ground here tonight, or at least on this drive. Thomas on the keeper. He's going to take it inside the 10 down to about the 9-yard line. So all of a sudden the Husky run game picking up chunks of 5 and 10 yards at a time. They'll send Igbenabadi in motion. They will fake the give to him, to Iggy. Street's going to take it to about the 4-yard line and stumble, almost kept his feet. So we're going to have a third and a very short here for the Huskies. Thomas on the keeper all the way. He's got his first down inside the 3-yard line, looks like. So a 1st and goal coming up for the Huskies.
Thomas on the quarterback keeper, brought down by number 83, Austin Harris.
Been an impressive drive by the Husky offense to try and answer here. Thomas on the carry. He's inside the 2-yard line and stopped right there. He's going to be very close to the 1. I thought he was going to break a tackle and get in there. Couldn't quite do it. They'll only give him about a yard gain on the play. So 2nd and goal here. This time Street on the carry. He is tripped at the 1-yard line. Nice penetration that time by 58 for Hoover.
Trent Wisenet.
So minimal gain on that play. 3rd and goal coming up here. Hard count by Thomas.
I got a flag. That's the automatic. Well, that's not automatic first down. It's just half the distance, isn't it?
Just an encroachment penalty. So move them a little bit closer. Or if the Huskies have the old Tim Tebow jump pass play in their arsenal. Thomas on the keep. He is in for the Husky score. What an answer by Hewitt right there.
That was impressive. I started looking at the Hoover players on the field, and it's first-string defense out there. I was wondering if they maybe had pulled 1 or 2 off, but they haven't. Very good drive by the Huskies.
Extra point by TJ, up and good. 5:48 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Hoover 24, Husky 7. We'll take a quick break. This is Husky Television.
Trustful Vision Care is a proud sponsor of the Hewitt Trustful Huskies.
All right, TJ will tee it up for the Huskies. He's going to kick it high and short. It's going to bounce.
Devin Reed!
And Devin Reed. Huskies have the ball. Yes!
25.
Oh, my goodness, what a play.
Simon Miss Kelly.
Miss Kelly
You know what? I said that, but I think it was Quinn Jackson.
25 is Quinn Jackson. Huskies have the ball on the Pooch onside kick, perfectly executed. Unbelievable.
Devin Reed like a lightning bolt down the field to disrupt that, and big play.
Huskies have it 1st and 10 at the Hoover 24-yard line. Thomas, inside give to Jerry Street, and he'll take it down to about the 22-yard line.
Number 5, Jerry Street, brought down by number 48, R.J. Arnold. By getting 3 yards, it'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Thomas this time looks for somebody to throw to. Throws down to Cash, can't hold on. Threw it low to the ground. He was well covered, and really about the only place Zach could have put that ball. And Grayson just couldn't quite slide down and make that catch, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Huskies. Fakes the give, blitz coming. Got to throw to Moore. He's got it inside the 15-yard line. He's got a 1st down.
Right on the sticks.
Had to get it to the 14. It gets to the 13, and the Huskies move the chains, I believe. Oh, yeah. And this huge crowd gives a big ovation. Inside give to Street. He's got a little room to run. He's inside the 10, and he's going to push it all the way to the 7-yard line.
Taking the handoff for the Huskies, number 5, Jerry Street.
I think the Huskies just decided, Mark, we can run the ball too.
That's right.
By getting 4 yards, it'll bring up 2nd and 6.
Thomas motion Street. Will fake to Street. Thomas got some room to run. Going to try to make the corner. He's going to get in. Touchdown, Huskies. Are you kidding me? Woo! This place is going berserk. TJ out to attempt the extra point. It's up. It's good. We are tied at 24. 4:47 left to go. 3rd quarter. We'll take a quick break. This is Husky Television.
Bryant Bank is a proud sponsor of the Hewitt Trustful Huskies.
All right, TJ out to tee it up again for the Huskies. About as nice a golf shot as you can hit on his last kickoff.
Why not do it again? Worst case scenario, they get the ball at the 30.
Amazingly, we are tied at 24. TJ will pooch this one high. Again, short fair catch call for and taken. Hold on, we got a whistle blown, and we're going to get offsides on the Huskies here.
I didn't see it. Was it the crazy, you're behind 5 yards, or was it
no, it was. I think it was the actual across the 40. I haven't seen that call since the first week of the season. On any team in any ball game. And that's just one of those where officials, they just want to blow their whistles. That's way back to the Gardendale game when that happened 3 times to the Huskies. TJ getting his instructions from the sideline.
And the deep guys are the running back, so that's why we're pooching it, obviously. They're very dangerous.
He will pooch it again. Fair catch called. No, I'm sorry, somebody called fair catch. And he is hit hard at the 45-yard line. Now, the Husky coaching staff is upset because if you call fair catch, whoever calls fair catch, they have to mark the play dead right there. And that's what they're talking about. When you've got one player that calls fair catch, whether he catches it or not, It's supposed to be a dead ball right there. And that's what the Husky coaching staff is screaming about here. I mean, the officials are going to stand around and talk about this and hope they get this right. Because if they see that hand go up, the defenders are going to slow down. They
are going to move it back.
So they'll get together and make the right call here.
So the coach is having a lot of influence on the officials tonight. The only other conference they had was the Zach grounding.
Yeah.
Where Hoover was on them. And
well, I might argue that a couple of those personal fouls on the sideline over late in the first half might have something to do with what sideline they were in front of. 1st and 10 Hoover from their own 30-yard line. Hutchison will give to Shaw, trying to make the corner. They're going to make him cut it back. And he'll have about 6 yards. And he's a little slow to get up, and he'll go to the sideline. Unfortunately for the Huskies, the guy that backs him up, not much of a step down. Husky fans trying to urge on their defense. 2nd down and 4 for Hoover. They'll give to Webb inside. Webb's got a 1st down, and he's breaking tackles all the way up to the 45, 46-yard line.
Number 10, Marcus Webb, making the stop for the Huskies. Number 33, Nicholas Jackson.
And I tell you, Hoover hasn't been in a situation like this in quite a while.
No, they haven't.
You got to go back all the way to their first game of the season where they were in a tight game.
And you mentioned the Mountain Brook score 12-0, but really it wasn't as close as the score.
Webb will get the carry. He's going to take it into Husky territory to about the 47-yard line. That Hoover offensive line beginning to wear on the Husky defensive line a little bit. Deontay came up and made that stop. So 2nd down and about 4 for Hoover. They'll give to that was Shaw.
Deontay again.
Deontay makes the stop. Akfaji came all the way from the other side on a run blitz and slowed him down a bit. He'll have a couple of yards. So 3rd and 2 here. Pretty important play for the Husky defense. And they'll send in Vaccarella, their running quarterback, for this 3rd down play.
Look for a screen pass also.
Vaccarella on the keep. He's going to try to screen it out. It's incomplete. Nice job that time by Bailey McElwain to blow that play up. Vaccarella really couldn't set his feet and make the throw. Now it's 4th and 2. And what's Hoover planning on doing here? Offense out on the field for Hoover. Now the entire Husky side of the field chanting defense.
Play clock goes dead. I don't know if they ever reset it or not. No, they didn't reset it yet. Okay.
All right, here's the biggest play of the ball game thus far. A 4th and 2 for Hoover. They'll give to Shaw. He'll have his 1st down as he crosses the 40-yard. And when in doubt, just give it to number 27.
Or 10 if he's in there. Yeah. I tell you, those guys are hard to bring down.
So they'll move the chains and have it 1st down and 10 at the Husky 38-yard line. Vaccarella will give on the counter play, this time to Webb, and he is going to make the corner again. We're going to get a block in the back, another block in the back. So
Akfaji and Bailey McElwain both in the backfield. Another flag.
I think they just moved the flag back to the spot where the actual foul was. So 2 officials make that call. That's a pretty easy. They're going to actually call a holding penalty. And if that's from the spot of the foul, that's about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So that'll back him up all the way to the 46-yard line. So it'll be 1st down and a little more than 20 yards here. They got to get all the way down to the Husky 27. So 1st down and 25 for the BUCS. Vaccarella still in the game at quarterback. He'll send his man in motion. He'll give to Webb. Webb's trying to make some people miss. He'll take it up and across midfield and knocked down by Akfaji at the Husky 44-yard line. So they get 10 back on that play. Second down now.
And it looked like it was hemmed up. I tell you, they're so slippery, and the lateral movement by these running backs, very impressive.
They'll send their throwing quarterback, Hutchison, back in the ball game, along with Broderick Shaw. Motion Shaw, lateral to Shaw. Shaw leaps a man, breaks another tackle, breaking another tackle, and he's hit hard at the 37-yard line. So after all that running, he picks up about 8 yards, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and 8. There's an injured player down for the Huskies
looks
after
like
that collision.
Looks like 44, can't tell though.
Pretty big collision there. And while they check on that injured player, we'll take a break. We are tied at 24, 1:26 left to go in the third quarter.
Complete Cleaners is a proud sponsor of the Hewitt Trustful Huskies.
Third down and 9 here. They'll give, it's Vaccarella.
Another block in the back, right?
And he is short of his first down. He stopped at the 30-yard line. Looked like a hold or a block in the back on that side. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 2 here for Hoover, and they will definitely go for this.
Yeah, it'd be a very long field goal.
And let's see if the Huskies can make something happen here.
Stop here would be huge.
Hard count, and they'll change their play.
I think they just moved Shaw to the opposite side to run from that side.
They'll give to Shaw. He's hit. He's close. I don't know.
Look, depends on the
it's
spot.
It's going to be close.
Looked like he was short, but I tell you.
They're coming in to measure it, and we'll see where they put it.
It looked short, but I think
thought
they
his
gave him a
knee
good
was
spot.
down. Let's see.
Timeout for the measurement.
Looks like he's got to get to right at the 28-yard line, and he looks like he's a couple inches short from where we are.
It's inside of the 28, or outside.
Yeah, stretch it out.
I think
he doesn't have it.
No.
He does not have it. The Husky defense stops Hoover. Unbelievable. And the Huskies they're taking on a team tonight, Mark, that's got 4- and 5-star athletes all over the place, guys that are going to SEC schools. But the Huskies showing they got a lot of guts here tonight. A lot of heart.
Yep.
Zach Thomas, Jarian Street in the backfield with him. And waiting on our head official.
Yeah, they set the clock back to 32. It was at 20.
They will motion Igbenamine. Give to Street. He's going to take it up across the 30 and spin.
That was a tough 2 yards.
But the Huskies have found a little something in the middle on these last couple drives. Street will pick up 2. And that is going to bring the third quarter to a close.
Wow.
And if you didn't think the Hewitt Huskies could hang around with the Hoover Buccaneers, you are sadly mistaken. We're tied at 24 as we go to the fourth quarter. We'll be back. This is Husky Television.
Energy Systems Southeast LLC is a proud sponsor of the Hewitt Trustful Huskies.
Second down and 8 for the Huskies. Thomas, run pass option. He's going to hit. Can't tell who that was. That was Street. Street tried to break the tackle, couldn't quite shake him. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 5 for the Huskies. They'll roll the pocket here. Thomas looks to throw. Got a man. He's open. It's Kyle Moore. He's across the 50. Breaking tackles, fumbles the football. And Hoover recovers. And a flag here for taunting.
Yeah.
Kyle was just trying to make something happen. Somebody reached in and stripped the ball, and he lost it. And Hoover recovers.
That play was very reminiscent of the fourth quarter Spain Park play, trying to pick up a few extra yards and getting stripped.
Speaking of Spain Park, the Jaguars take care of business. They win over Mountain Brook, and the Huskies are in the playoffs.
Huskies are in the playoffs. We mentioned the other game, of course, Vestavia, Tuscaloosa County. That game will decide whether we're 3 or 4.
So the unsportsmanlike taunting penalty on Hoover will back them up to the 32-yard line. So their field position gets slightly less desirable. And they'll take over with 11:19 left to go in this one. We'll see if the Husky defense can make another stand. Only giving up 7 points in this second half. He'll give to Webb. Not much room to run. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line. Bailey McElwain in there to make the tackle, along with Reed. And that's Irie Reed, the nose tackle. Second down and 9 for Hoover.
Blitz coming on the outside.
Akfaji's after him. Closing fast. They got a man wide open at the 50. He's going to take it inside Husky territory.
Alex Elam for the Hoover BUCS.
Akfaji came on that blitz, and they threw to right where he probably would have been in coverage. And Hoover's got a first down quickly at the Husky 41-yard line after that one. We got a stoppage in play here. An official timeout. Got the chains tangled up. Looks like they've got it fixed. Or maybe they don't have it fixed.
And at this time, we'd like to thank the 2014 Hewitt Trustful High School band sponsor of the halftime show, Complete Cleaners. We'd also like to thank the 2014 Dog Pound sponsor, Leo Russo Building Company.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10, Hoover. They'll give inside to Webb. Big hit in the backfield. Bailey McElwain says, how do you do? That play will lose a couple.
Looking down here on the sideline, Josh Bailey, they have him lifting his helmet up. Could be possible shoulder injury.
Now they got him doing push-ups.
He didn't lift his helmet correctly.
All right, back to throw. Going deep is Hutchison. He's got a man open, and it is incomplete.
Yeah.
And they will get a pass interference call.
Jarrett, he was open, and Jarrett caught up to him but did not play the ball, so it was a fairly easy call for the referee. But it's touchdown saving. So.
Yeah, we'll take that 15-yard penalty.
Call it pass interference against the Huskies. Who will get first and 10 from the
That'll give Hoover a first down at the Husky 27. They will huddle here for just a short period. Now they'll shift. Vaccarella in at quarterback. He'll send Shaw in motion, give inside on the handoff. Big hole for Webb, and he's down to the 15-yard line where Deontay will stop him. Another first down for the Bucks. And we are under 10 minutes left to go in this one. Vaccarella will give to Webb. Take it around in. Webb's inside the 10 and knocked out of bounds at about the 4-yard line.
In the handoff for Hoover, number 10, Marcus Webb, ran out of bounds by number 4, Jalen Williams.
Jalen Williams pushed him out of bounds. And now a first and goal for the Bucks.
Play good for Hoover, first down. They'll have it first and goal from the Husky 4-yard line.
Webb again in the backfield. They will give to Webb. Webb's going to be tripped up and he'll lose a yard. McElwain comes flying in to bring him down from behind. So he'll lose about a half yard on that one. It'll bring up second and goal.
It'll be second and goal from the 4.
Bradrick Shaw will check back in now. Like we had motion on the play. Shaw's going to take it in, and is he going to get in? They are going to say he was down at the 1-yard line, or inside the 1. Thought I saw motion on that play. Looked like the left guard moved for Hoover.
It'll be third and goal from inside the 1.
I'm getting some boos from the Husky sideline here. Big third and goal here. They'll give to Webb. He's up and over for the Hoover touchdown.
Taking the handoff for Hoover, number 10, Marcus Webb goes in for the Hoover touchdown.
So the Bucks take the lead back here with 8 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Hoover gets out of their swinging gate formation on their extra point. Now lined up normally. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and it's good. 8:10 left to go. Fourth quarter. Hoover leads 31-24. We'll take a quick break. This is Husky Television.
Faith Community Fellowship is a proud sponsor of the Hewitt Trussville Huskies.
Moore and Meadows back deep for the Huskies. They're going to try to pin Dalton in the corner. He's going to try to take it upfield, and he will make it back up to the 15-yard line. So the Huskies have 85 yards to go to try and tie this ball game. And Mark, you know, you go back to that fumble. The Huskies have it in Hoover territory driving, and then you have the costly turnover.
Yeah, a lot of momentum
Can't
there.
really blame Kyle. He was doing everything he could to get extra yards, and then somebody just got a hand in there. And Hoover turns it into points. They'll give inside to Street. He'll have maybe a yard before he's pushed backwards.
To the Hoover number 23, Ruben Stinson. And number 95, Matthew Crochin.
Give him a couple on the play.
2 yards, it'll bring up second and
2 very tough yards for Jarian. Fakes the draw, now Zach's in trouble. And he is sacked back at the 6-yard line. Just one of those plays that was a little slow to develop. And Zach got hit hard. They brought a linebacker on the blitz there. And now the Huskies in big trouble here, facing 3rd and 19. They got to get it all the way out to the 25 for a first down. Hoover will rush 4. Zach rolls to throw, going to sling it out. He's got it, man open. It's intercepted. Looking for Meadows. The ball's picked at the 27-yard line.
He kind of threw off the back heel there and just floated it up.
Thomas's pass intercepted by number 59, Darrell Wilkins.
And now the Husky defense really has to make a stand here as we're at 6:47 left to go in the ball game.
Other scores of interest, Spain Park 19, Mountain Brook 0.
So 1st and 10, Hoover. They will give to Webb. Webb's got the corner. No, he doesn't. Bailey McElwain comes up. He's had a nice game tonight.
Absolutely. Second half, especially with the penetration and a couple big stops in the backfield.
2 yards, it'll bring up
2nd down and 8 for Hoover. They'll give to Webb again, bobbles the football. He's going backwards. McElwain again. Says, haven't we met before? That play loses 2 yards.
Play loses 3 yards. It'll bring up 3rd down and 11.
3rd and 11 here coming up for Hoover. And they are in danger of being out of field goal range here. And now an interesting call here for the BUCS. They're shifting personnel, sending some new folks out on the field. Back to throws Hutchison. Looking for somebody open. He's throwing to the end zone. Got him in wide open. Incomplete.
Right through his arms. Wow.
Couldn't haul it in. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Jimmy Johnson. That'll bring up 4th and 11.
And
Fans, if you have lost a cell phone,
we'll see
cell phone turned into the press box.
what Josh Niblett on the other sideline decides to do. He's looking down at his play card like he's considering going for this. And they'll take a timeout and talk it over. So we'll take a quick break. Big 4th and 11 when we come back. This is Husky Television.
Energy Systems Southeast LLC is a proud sponsor of the Hewitt-Trussville Huskies.
All right, 4th down and 11. Huskies in need of a stop here. Hutchison back to throw. He's got pressure. He's going down. He is sacked at the 41-yard line.
Williams.
Big play by Jason Williams. Huskies take over on downs. The Hoover gamble does not pay off. 5:23 to go in the ball game.
Wow.
What a stand by the Husky defense. Now they could have folded up shop right there, given up a score, and this thing's over. Instead, they push them back, and the Huskies have a 1st and 10 at the 40. 5:23 left to go. They'll motion Iggy to the other side. Back to throw is Zach. It's a screen all the way.
Oh, gosh.
And somehow Kyle Moore picks up 7 yards. Nice job by that young man. They had that really very well read. The Hoover defense did, and he did a super job.
Play gain 7 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 3.
Thomas on the keeper, and he's going backwards.
Wow.
Great closing speed that time.
Thomas on the quarterback keeper.
And he'll lose about 4 yards here. Actually lose 5 yards here, so it's 3rd and 8 for the Huskies.
Play gain 3 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 8.
5 wide receivers for the Huskies here. He'll roll his pocket. He's going to throw high and incomplete. He was looking for Street, and he just couldn't connect with him. So now Josh Floyd has a decision to make here with a 4th and 8.
Defense has been on the field a lot tonight, so big decision. Do you punt it? You have 3 timeouts, 4:22 on the clock. Here in the Spain Park score, does that change your coaching a little bit?
Yeah, roll the dice. 4th and 8. Hard count. The Huskies will burn a timeout here. So we'll take a quick break. Huskies trail 31-24. 4:21 left to go. We'll be back.
First Baptist Church of Trussville is a proud sponsor of the Hewitt-Trussville Huskies.
For providing this press box meal tonight.
Zach under center.
He's back to throw. He's got pressure, and he's going to be sacked. Just couldn't block that guy on the end.
No.
And Zach is down, slow to get up. And Zach took a pretty good shot on that one. So now we got to have another stop from the Husky defense. And how many times can we ask him to do it? They'll give to Shaw. Shaw will make the corner. He's inside the 25 and finally dropped at the 15-yard line, 13-yard line.
Making the stop for the Huskies, number 2,
Deontay will bring him down.
First down.
He'll give to Shaw again. This time he's cutting it back. Akfaji's got him around the ankles and stops him right there. That play will lose a yard.
For the BUCS, number 27, Broderick Shaw, brought down by number 24, David Akfaji. No gain on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So Hoover will use the little play clock here, and they're in field goal range. So they really only need 3 to basically put this thing away.
Yeah.
But you can't say enough about the effort from the Huskies tonight. They've just been fantastic. This time they will give to Shaw, and he's going to push all the way inside the 5.
Wow.
And it turns into a rugby scrum, and it'll be 1st and goal for Hoover. At the 1-yard line. He was carrying about 6 guys with him.
They'll have it 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
Huskies going to have to burn a timeout here. They don't have enough guys on the field. So a costly timeout used by the Huskies with 3:05 left, and of course a touchdown here, and it may not matter. So we'll take a quick break. 3:05 left to go. Bucks lead the Huskies 31-24.
Leo Russell Building Company is a proud sponsor of the Hewitt-Trussville Huskies.
All right, first and goal, Hoover at the Husky 1-yard line. They'll give to Shaw. He is in for the score, untouched.
Taking the handoff, number 27, Broderick Shaw goes in for the touchdown.
And Hoover now leads it 37-24. So, Mark, the Huskies are headed to Gadsden City.
Haven't been there this year, Zach. It'll be nice to get there.
Well, the Huskies defeated Gadsden City earlier this season, extra point up and good. And we'll keep it right here. So the Huskies, in a game where they defeated Gadsden City 31-27, really dominated the second half of that game. That game was really not as close as 31-27. Gadsden scores a touchdown late to make it close.
And they had the long, was it a fumble or interception?
Had the Huskies going in for a score really to make the score 35-14, and had a missed exchange between Zach and Jarian. And it was a scoop and score, an 85-yard scoop and score. Now the Huskies drove it right back down the field and kicked the field goal to put the game away, but really could have been a lot worse. So going forward, I like the Huskies' chances. Gadsden, of course, getting smoked tonight by Buckhorn, a team not known for much in their region.
Yeah. And I probably would put Buckhorn in the 4th seed, so that should be Hoover's opponent in the playoffs.
This kick will be taken by Dalton Meadows at the 4. Dalton will cross the 20, and he'll be stopped right there.
Taking the kickoff for the Huskies, number 34, Dalton Meadows.
Bailey with a vicious block. He's going to get flagged. He knocked the helmet off number 5, Bagley, who's been talking smack on the kickoff the whole night.
No, I was watching the play. I didn't see what happened with Bailey. Knocked his helmet off, huh?
It took him straight down. Yeah.
So a bit of frustration on the part of the Huskies. And now Josh Niblett wants an explanation on the other side. Easy to pick him out with his bright orange shirt on. So the Huskies will have to start from their own 11 here with 2:57 left to go.
Yeah, Zach's on the field.
We'll go with 4 wide receivers. He's got Street in the backfield. Thomas looks to throw. Got a man open. It's Kyle Moore. Moore's got a first down, and he crosses the 25-yard line to the 27.
Complete to number 20, Kyle Moore, brought down by number 97, Anthony Monroe. Play good for a Husky. First down.
So the Huskies are going to have to move quickly here and score quickly here if they've got any shot here down 14. Thomas back to throw. He's got Street open. He's tackled quickly at the 30-yard line.
Pass complete to number 5, Jarian Street. Brought down by number 48, R.J. Arnold. Play gains 2 yards. It'll bring up 2nd and 2. Bridgeton 2nd and 8.
This time, draw play into a ton of traffic. Jarian's going to lose 4 yards here.
Taking a handoff for the Huskies, number 5, Jarian Street. Brought down by number
A lot of penetration that time, just kind of destroyed that play from the get-go. And now the Huskies face a 3rd down and 13.
Now I'd look for Kyle or Grayson on this play. Seem to be
They're
Zach's
bringing
go-to
6
guys.
on this. He's got Cash open. Cash is going to take it across the 30, 35, 40. He's got a first down, and he's knocked out of bounds.
Yeah.
That was Kyle Moore, not Grayson Cash.
Grayson at first, too.
So the Huskies convert on a big 3rd down play and out of bounds at the 43, so that'll stop the clock. Fakes the give to Street. Hoover burns a timeout here as they were very confused as the Huskies went quickly. So, Mark, what does the playoff picture look like? You got Hoover, you got Oak Mountain, you got Tuscaloosa County.
And we're the 4th. On the other side, it looks like Hoover will go up against Buckhorn. Bob Jones will host County. And I can't remember the 3rd place team in that region. I can look and let you know in a minute. But third place team in that region will come to Oak Mountain. James Clemens. Don't know much about them.
James Clemens. They did beat Mountain Brook earlier this season on a last-second field goal. I do remember that about James Clemens.
I say they're the 3rd and Buckhorn's the 4th. Coming into tonight, James Clemens was 4-2. Buckhorn 3-3. Of course, we know Buckhorn won.
So it kind of depends on the James Clemens loss, and they may have a tiebreaker to deal with as well.
But that dropped Gadsden to 6-1. They would have the tiebreaker over Bob Jones, so we're definitely going to Gadsden.
Thomas fakes the give, looking for somebody to throw to. He's going to dump it down to Kyle, who's hit at the 50, and he is going to be stopped and inbounds as he crosses the 50.
And one thing, Zach, we're up 2 touchdowns, and the outcome playoff-wise doesn't mean anything. Hoover still has their starters in the game.
And Hoover's got an injured player down on the field. And, you know, going back to that Tuscaloosa County game, and that was one of the more frustrating nights for me calling that game. The Huskies absolutely dominated that ball game offensively. They had 400 yards of offense and 200 yards in penalties.
Yeah.
So it's one of those games you kind of look back and said, boy, if we just, you know, we're playing as well then as we are now.
Right.
I mean, the Huskies could very easily be 7-1 coming into this game when you think about the Vestavia game, which is really now looking back, you know, over a long season, is a bit of an aberration.
Yeah, and a bad loss.
That game, of course, after a monsoon rain and just kind of a tough slog for the Huskies. Thomas back to throw. He's got Dalton Meadows on the crossing route. Meadows is inside the 40. Meadows is out of bounds. Horse collared, no call.
Wow.
He will have a first down at the 36-yard line.
Dalton's up a little gimpy. He's going to go down.
And they'll take a look at Dalton here. Tackled high, but he did get out of bounds. But, you know, you look down this Husky roster, and you're talking about a lot of young players, a lot of young talent, and really beginning to gel here at the right time. And it doesn't get any easier next week as Clay Chalkville comes to town. You're probably talking about 1A and 1B as far as the best two teams in the state. The Huskies have stood very tall with Hoover tonight, hanging around in this ball game, tied at one point. And then you go back to the turnover, and that really is the difference in the game. And, you know, looking ahead into the playoffs, I happen to like our chances.
Yeah, I tell you, we seem to be in the toughest region of the state as we thought coming in. So I'm not sure about how Tuscaloosa County would match up with Bob Jones, but you got to like Hoover over Buckhorn, and you got to like Oak Mountain's chances against James Clemens also.
Injured Husky number 34, Dalton Meadows.
Dalton Meadows looks like he's okay. He'll go to the sideline kind of slowly. And this has been a rough physical ball game tonight. We're hoping most of the Huskies will stay healthy, have maybe some lumps and bumps for next week. Big rivalry game against Clay Chalkville. This place will be packed to the gills again.
Huskies will start it off first and 10 from the BUCS 36-yard
As the
line.
Cougars have to drive about 1.5 miles to get here.
Yeah.
Not a long commute. Thomas will roll the pocket. He's got pressure, trying to get away. He does get away, throws downfield. He's got a man open. It's Igbenogany. What a catch.
Oh, wow.
And that's a first down. How in the world Zach Thomas got away to make that throw, I don't know, but he does, and the Huskies have a first down with 59 seconds left. Thomas back to throw again. He's got pressure. Now he's going to throw to the end zone. Igbenogany makes the catch. Penalty on the play. Is he in?
They're going to mark him down right on the goal line, but definitely going to be offensive pass interference. I mean, defensive interference.
Oh, yeah, they tried to go right through him, and Iggy makes a great catch at the goal line.
And, yeah, now Hoover's got a man
Hoover's
down.
got an injured player. So the two players collide in double coverage as one of them's interfering with Iggy, and he's down on the field. And they're checking on him. I don't know how they didn't give him a touchdown on that play. He's laying on the goal line.
Karen Johns down there right on the goal line raising her hands up. Touchdown.
There was no signal, so I guess they are going to mark him short. The officials are talking about it. Let's see what they
I would
see
assume
what the
we
call
would decline
is.
the penalty.
Yeah, you got to decline the penalty. Pass interference, the call on the defense.
Call it pass interference against the
And they will mark him just short.
Huskies ball, first and goal from inside the line.
The Husky fans booing a bit. Thomas and Street in the backfield.
Hoover Band's kicking it up a notch here.
Thomas on the keep. He's going to try to make the corner. He won't. He'll get out of bounds. Lose a couple yards on that play. So your only hope here is to score quickly and get an onside kick.
Second and goal from the 5.
And they mark him out of bounds all the way back at the 5-yard line. So I tell you what really could have been or should have been a touchdown on the great catch by Noah Igbenogany. Now we got a second down and goal from the 5. They'll motion across the way. That's Dalton Meadows. Zach looking for somebody to throw to. Now he's running for his life, going to throw it away.
I think we might have.
And we got a hands to the face here?
Yeah, it's going to be on Hoover because Zach was well outside the pocket.
They will call intentional grounding. Wait a minute.
Whoa,
now the officials are talking about it.
Did it not make it past the line of scrimmage?
I thought it did. I thought he threw it plenty far enough, and that's what they're discussing here. That's one of those, the official illegal shift is the call against the Huskies. That's declined. Now they'll get illegal forward pass. And Josh Floyd's upset.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
So what should have been a touchdown is now first and goal from the 33-yard line.
Actually, call it second and goal because of the loss of down. All the way back at the 27.
Huskies penalized for intentional grounding. Third and goal
Oh, my goodness. So 2nd and goal for the Huskies from the 27-yard line. And now you just got to throw it to the end zone. They'll send Street in motion. Zach back to throw, pressure again. Looking for somebody open. He's going to sling it over the middle. He's got Grayson Cash who can't. Did he come up with it? Yes, he did. No, they're going to rule it incomplete. Couldn't hang on. So now we got 3rd and goal. Now they just flipped it to 4th and goal, but it. So now the Huskies will call a timeout here.
Timeout, Hewitt-Trussville.
And I tell you what, we talked about penalties early on in this season that the Huskies had, and some of them were definitely legitimate. And then you go to tonight, and you hate to see calls like that go against you. And now, looking at 4th and goal. And now you just got to throw it up for the end zone. Hope something good happens.
Zach, looking at the playoff bracket, if we win at Gadsden City, looks like we'll have Oak Mountain. Oak Mountain and whoever they play, probably James Clement's winner.
So if the Huskies can get by their first round opponent, they'll probably be taking on an Oak Mountain team that pretty much shredded the only team really up until, I guess, tonight that's really torched the Husky defense. And I would argue that the Huskies played better defense tonight than they did against Oak Mountain.
Absolutely.
Oak Mountain, a veer option team. So here we go, 4th down. And they're bringing everybody. Zach's just going to sling it up high for Meadows. It's going to be intercepted. And he'll get down at the 25-yard line, and that'll do it.
Yep.
Thompson pass intercepted by number 3, Jeremy Williams. Hoover put in play 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
So Hoover will escape here with a victory tonight. And they
I got right here.
We lost our sound for a second there, folks. Mark and I couldn't hear each other. Now we can hear each other. Hoover will take a knee. And that'll be it. And the teams will meet at midfield to shake hands. Huskies put up an absolutely valiant effort, but they fall short tonight to Hoover 38-24. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back, Mark and I will be, to wrap this thing up in just a couple of minutes. This is Husky Television.
Argo Animal Clinic is a proud sponsor of the Hewitt-Trussville Huskies.
All right, Huskies fall tonight 38-24 to Hoover. Mark, what do you take from this if you're the Huskies?
That you can play with any team in the state. We played for 3.5 quarters. The turnover late in the game, a little bit costly, but yeah, we can play with anybody in the state.
So the Huskies, good news is we are in the playoffs. We've talked about that at length tonight with all the injuries and timeouts. So the Huskies most likely definitely traveling to take on Gadsden City, a team they defeated earlier this season. So next week the Huskies will be at home. Big rivalry game against the Clay Chalkville Cougars. Again, one of the better teams in the state. And the undefeated Clay Chalkville Cougars, at least coming into tonight, we assume that they won their ball game tonight. And looking forward to that one. We'll wrap it up here. For Mark Wright, I'm Zach Steele, and our producer Jason Bradley. Our time is up. We thank you for yours.